Oh, they say this about me. Oh, they say that about me. Oh, they say I'm this. They say I'm that. Stop worrying about what people say about you. If you keep worrying about what everybody say about you around the room, you will drive yourself crazy. You'll put yourself in a spiral of voices and negativity that'll have you believing in what people are saying because you can't believe in yourself and not worrying about what everybody else is saying. Stop worrying what everybody else is saying. Stop getting yourself so caught up in what people are saying and how they're saying it and what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Who cares what they're saying on your job? Who cares, what the situation is? Unless it's documented and you really did that, that's different. But anybody could just say whatever they want. That don't make it a fact, no matter what the case may be. I got plenty of people who sat there and was like, oh, he's an a-hole, but you gotta help people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's this, he's that. But yet, when they needed something, I was there for them. You know what I'm saying? Just keep staying in your element. I know it's easier said than done. I know sometimes you just want to have a peace of mind. But like I said, at the end of the day, if you keep listening to those voices in your head or you hearing the he say, she say stuff, how far is that going to get you? You know what I mean? How far are you going to move forward knowing the fact that these things still kind of like, somehow trail in your life? You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, stay focused, doing what you got to do. If somebody says something you heard through the grapevine, and if they ain't say it to you, they ain't say it to you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looks at you. Got to think about it. It's different walks of life, and all different walks of life are going to interpret your life differently of what they see of how they look at you. That's just how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And some people may think you're this. You're an a-hole. Some people may think that you're a really good person. Some people may think that you're not trustworthy. You'll be all those different things. You know what I mean? But if you take the time to, analyze it, be like, well, this person thinks of me that way. This person thinks of me this way, blase, blase. I mean, how far are you going to go? And how, with that holding against you is holding a restriction. You binding yourself by somebody telling you or saying something to you that's really not cool. And you're giving it life. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to give it life. You need to stay focused on who who you are in your heart of hearts and what you care about mostly. As long as you do that, ain't nothing to worry about. The more you perfect that on a day-to-day basis, the more somebody can't say anything about you no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Not saying a lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying be narcissistic. I'm saying, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If this ain't me, this is not what I'm about. You know that within yourself. You ain't got to explain that to nobody. You ain't got to let nobody know. You ain't got to, say, tell anybody any of that. You tell that to yourself. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much it on that situation. Like, I've had people at work where they'll look at me. I had one particular individual, right? And I mean, this dude was like dogging every female he had in this particular job, right? Not only that, I was in a relationship at the time. I'm in a relationship now. I'm just gonna say it was my baby mom's, right? And he would tell me all the time, yo, this girl right here look good. That girl right here look good. Da 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 da. What girl of you? You know what I'm saying? Who would you smash? Whatever. I'm a God-fearing man. I was a different person at that time, but I wasn't out there. I was being faithful at that job when everything was going down. I was like, well, I don't really want to say nothing, but this girl looked pretty good. He'd be like, nah, that girl got this girl like this, that girl like that. But then come to find out, 9 times out of 10, he was knocking that girl down. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I said evidently didn't register. Like everything I said seemed like I was being played in certain cases. And you know what he would do right after that? He would pillow talk with these females, or these females would pillow talk with him. He would feel highly uncomfortable. And for him to feel better about a situation, anytime I would come around after a while, he would try to clown me on some low, but it was not direct. It was always on some subliminal. You know what I'm saying? It was like a side eye type situation. Girl stuff. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I let that thing bother me to the bone. You know what I'm saying? To the point I let that thing get to the issue of wanting to put hands on somebody, on him. You know what I'm saying? And what was that going to do? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I gave something life for no apparent reason that I didn't need to. You know what I mean? Because down the line, I'm in a better situation, better space. Even if he's not, or if he is, I don't got no animosity with him. I wish him the best, whatever the case may be. But I gave something life that wasn't necessary. I could have avoided things so much more differently. But I felt like, no, I got to prove it. I got to tell this person this and this, that, and the third. Just for what? For nothing. For nothing. Know what I'm saying? So certain things you just gotta let go and not stress yourself about. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they say, let them say what they want as long as they ain't put their hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed into the impulse of people. Just keep being you. I'm out. Peace.